When teaching freestyle, I like to look at it as building a house. And I think when building a house, the most important thing is the foundation. And with the freestyle technique, the foundation is the body position. This drill we're seeing now is called face kick drill. In this drill, we can encourage the swimmers to have their hands by the side, eyes to the bottom of the pool, and also head in a neutral position. So not chin on the chest and not looking forward. We also want to encourage the swimmers to keep the kick in the water. As you can see, we don't want to have them breaking the surface of the water as they're losing contact and losing propulsion. When doing breathing in this drill, we're encouraging the swimmers to rotate the shoulders and breathe to the side and discouraging lifting of the head. It's a great drill for kicking. It's probably they struggle a little bit with the breathing on that drill. With all my drills, I like to follow it up with a lap of freestyle so they can apply the drill to the freestyle technique. And working on the eyes to the bottom, we can see this swimmer's got a nice eye to the bottom. It's just a little bit of lifting of the head as he's turning to breathe. The next drill here is a game of mercy. This is a schoolyard game that I like to use to teach my swimmers about the position of power. We're really working on nice high elbows and getting the shoulders over the elbows, elbows over the wrist, and the wrist over the fingertips. Following this drill, we can follow it up with some sculling drills. The first one that I like to use is a forward, neutral, and reverse. So with this game, we're working on if we drop the wrist, that will go backwards. If we keep the wrist in a straight position, we'll stay in a neutral position. And if we get our fingertips down and get our wrists over our fingers, we'll move forward. And this is the things that we're trying to teach the swimmers, is how to move forward. So keeping that good sculling position and not dropping our wrists. Our wrists are too flat, we'll stay in the same position. If we drop our wrists, we're going to move backwards. And then if we get our wrist up, we'll move forwards. So it's a great drill to be used with larger groups. Progressing on from this drill, we can go into a lateral kicking with sculling, eyes to the bottom. It's also a good drill for teaching breathing technique as well. Trying not to let the swimmers over rotate on this drill, so really watch what the hips are doing, and also trying to encourage them to kick with nice small kicks. With our junior swimmers, you can find they find a little bit harder with the sculling action on this drill and keeping the hands sort of a little bit flat. Sometimes they just flutter of the wrist. With our swimmers, I think it's really important also, we're just trying to discourage this lifting of the head, eyes down like this swimmer has right now, and great, turning to breathe. Very well done for this swimmer. It's a good drill as well. To teach the swimmers not to over rotate with their hips. That's probably one of the most common errors in our freestyle technique. Just encourage nice, small, fast little kicks in freestyle technique. Progressing on from lateral kick, we can move on to the drill 10 kick 3 pull drill. Okay, in this drill, the swimmers hold the lateral position, count for 10 counts or 10 kicks, and then they apply 3 pulls. It's important that they try to make the 3 fast pulls when they're doing this drill, and really thinking about the connection from the catch and the opposite hip. And drills make gain, trying to teach our swimmers not to drop their wrist when doing sculling drills. This drill is probably an advanced drill moving on from the face kick drill. We call this drill rock, and this is a great drill. Probably it's definitely an advanced drill. It's great for sprinters who are trying to work on keeping their hips squarer and with more rotation of the shoulders. So it's a great drill just for teaching the trunk and shoulder rotation, trying to develop the breathing technique. If you have access to some junior snorkels, they can be applied well using these drills. With most of my freestyle technique with the younger swimmers, I think it's really important that we allow them to wear fins. By wearing the fins, they're able to work on better propulsion through their kick, hold a better body position, and achieve the drill technique. Again, we can see here now applying this drill to the swim and really trying to work on a bit more speed, really working on a nice fast shoulder rotation and keeping the hips as square as we can for sprint freestyle. Eyes to the bottom, good body position, nice fast small kicking. Really where we're doing, I guess, sprint swimming and training, trying to eliminate breathing is what we want to encourage our swimmers to do in competition. So I think it's really important that when we're training, that we're really trying to get them to do the laps with the minimum breath possible. This drill is called long dog. On this drill we're working on the underwater pull of the freestyle stroke. So with this drill we're working on getting our fingertips to the bottom of the pool and activating our lats. See this swimmer here pulling a little bit with the elbow, the hand's not leading the pool. This swimmer here probably needs to get the underwater recovery a little bit better. So on this long dog we're really working on underwater recovery and just working on the underwater pull. So the next drill we've moved on to is a thumb slide drill. In this drill we're sliding the thumbs up the side of the body, tipping our armpit and then continuing on with the freestyle stroke. It's important that we don't over rotate on this drill. Trying to keep the hips from over rotating is probably a really important part with this drill. What we can tend to do is get the swimmers to work on a continuous kick when doing these drills. The over rotation can also come from breathing too late. So the swimmer takes a breath too late and has to rotate and turn further to get their breath. So it's trying to encourage the swimmers to take their breath a little bit earlier and follow that underwater pulling stroke through as they take their breath. It's important on this drill that we get the swimmers to slow down. Drills shouldn't be rushed. We're working on technique and not speed when we're doing drill work. So again, with that freestyle technique, we're really encouraging our eyes to the bottom, nice flat back, rotating through our shoulders, and really working on not looking forward, turning to breathe. It's important when we're doing freestyle kick, we've got nice fast little kicks, not breaking the surface of the water, putting the brakes on as we hit the surface and not allowing the foot to break the surface. Really, I think it's encouraging swimmers to kick from the hip and not from the knee. So we're really trying to eliminate too much knee bend and really encourage the swimmers to do the freestyle kick through their hips. The next drill we're going to move on to is the pause and shake. This drill encourages the swimmers just to relax on the recovery stroke in their freestyle. So that's the idea on the recovery stroke, is relaxed, to keep it relaxed and not tense. Beautiful here, pause, shake. Very nice, great body position, eyes down. You can see the progression of from the face kick into these drills is really encouraging a better body position with these swimmers. Probably encouraging, you see the swimmers are doing this drill without the fins. With some of the younger ones, you probably to keep the kick continuous and keep the power continuous, it might be an idea to use the fins and then take the fins off as a part of the progression as they get better at the drill. Drill's also got multi-purposes, so you can also find it might be a good, the drill might help with the breathing technique or breathing timing. It's important to also remember with our drills that they are drills and each drill are not perfect, and sometimes we're just trying to fix one specific part of the stroke. So that's always important to remember with our drill work.
At the end of each stroke, we'll provide some race footage of various athletes, freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly. It's just an opportunity to have a look at some of the top athletes in competition, as well as others that they're swimming in there, and you can get a look at the technique and the way the stroke looks at that level. And I think it's important that you use that model when you're teaching your athletes and developing their technique, that you're working towards the model of the best, because you never know if this athlete that you're working with might become that good and that at that level down the track, and you want to help them along the way.
Y ahora que toca en primera posición sembla que serà